when was that moment? What sort of year are we talking now that you realized that the systems and the structures that you had set up for yourself could actually be duplicated and offered to others?
Oh, okay. So I started working with Chris Poulter, who's awesome. And he was a consultant initially. A lot of our early success in the management business was thanks to his strategy and his, he brought to the table what I didn't have. I'm the get stuff done guy. He's the guy who's 5 pages ahead, and actually you need a bit of both, and he saw the solution I brought to the problem that he was, I think he probably consulted to, quite a few people and over time, and he saw a very common problem with a lot of businesses. And my idea at the time was, I'm just going to go and consult out. I'll let other people know how I've done it. And actually, he saw the opportunity. It's thanks to him that we started Guestflow. So we're business partners on it, and we're 2 years into the project now. So just over 2 years ago, we were in Barcelona at the time, and properly got to know each other. And we were out with a delegation of businesses, and I didn't realise at the time, but that was part of it for them. They wanted to understand me and everything, and the way I like to work. And there's just great synergy there. A lot of trust. It's been a difficult journey to get it this far, but yeah, we're 2 years in, and it was around 18 months ago we launched, like you mentioned earlier, the beta version. It's essentially like what we call an MVP, minimal viable product. I'd say the analogy is we built a steam engine, right? So it's a little bit ugly and it's a little bit clunky and it's a little bit slow, but it absolutely works. And that was the most important thing. We needed it to perform certain functions like every time, right? And we've made massive learnings off that. It's all about trying to get it in front of businesses, real businesses, not just our own, but other people's businesses as early as possible and get feedback. What works, what doesn't, what do people like? And the more of that you can get the earliest possible, the much better your product becomes.
I remember this time last year, it was around about September last year. I remember speaking to you with a phone call, and I was just arrived back in Javier, and I was driving back from the office one night, and we were on a phone call talking about this, and you were saying about how you were trialing it and testing it in beta stage. And I was like, amazing, just let me know when it's ready, because it does sound really cool. So for anybody who's wondering, Guestflow, so the link, so you can go check it out right now or after this podcast, or if you're watching this on a replay, it's guestflow.co. So GUESTFLOW.co.
Having a blast, gonna get it on the Boostly podcast. Boostly like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely.